up, y'all? This is your local neighborhood DJ, DJ 360, back in the house once again with an ATL exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the world is watching, you know, the reality shows and paying attention to the lives of the reality stars, you know what I'm saying? This week we got one of the most coveted, one of the most important, one of the most loved reality stars on the show today, you know what I'm saying? And she goes by the name of the boss chick, Rasheeda, you know what I'm saying? So give it up for Rasheeda, you know what I mean? Right after this music break, we're going to be right back. We're going to talk to Rasheeda. We're going to find out what's cracking in her life. We're going to see what's going on behind the scenes of the reality TV show Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And we're going to get it in right here in the 360 neighborhood. This your boy, your local neighborhood DJ, DJ 360. And we going in right now to her song called Marry Me, you know what I'm saying? And it was previewed on the show. You got a little glimpse of it on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But we're going into it right now. Marry Me by the boss chick herself, Rasheeda.
Boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my finger. Put
it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him put it on and make him put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and put
Boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my finger. This loving so good, I should never be single. He love the way I throw it like a bitch on the mound. Put it on to make him wanna wipe a bitch down. Ow. I can ride it like a cowgirl. Up, down, up, down. Such a bad girl. I handle bees in and out the bedroom. It ain't a position that I can't assume. She can't do it like me. After one night, he's addicted. Oxy. Now he's stuck to me like flea. The best he ever had got him down on one knee. Cause I
put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him put it on and make him put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and put
Boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my finger. This loving so good, I should never be single. He love the way I throw it like a bitch on the mound. Put it on to make him wanna wipe a bitch down. Listen, I stay up on my fitness. Put on my genie costume and grant your wishes. When I leave, it causes love sickness. So he tie me down and eat it up like brisket. He knock this thing out the park like A-Rod. Slide in the home plate, then I applaud. I must say, the loving so good. He do all that freaky shit, call him Little Tiger Woods.
put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him put it on and make him put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and put
Boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my finger. This loving so good, I should never be single. He love the way I throw it like a bitch on the mound. Put it on to make him wanna wipe a bitch down. My bunny hop got him giving up carry. Taking days off like fairies. Ain't no other chick comparing. He want me to himself and he can't imagine sharing. Pull my hair, slap my ass, let's play rough. Fun sex, got the whips and the handcuffs. I'ma throw it at him like a fastball. He got his glove on tight, hitting every wall.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him put it on and make him put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and make him wanna marry me.
Yeah.
Put it on and put
Boy, you know you wanna put a ring on my finger. This loving so good, I should never be single. He love the way I throw it like a bitch on the mound. Put it on to make him wanna wipe a bitch down.
put it on and make him wanna marry me.
All right, here we go. Yo, I told y'all at the beginning of the show that we're going to be back with one of Atlanta's own MCs, female MC, very strong, all over the world right now, all over the place, visually. and sonically through your headphones, through your iPods, through your CD players and whatnot. Right now, we got live on the line. We got Rasheeda, the boss chick. What's happening, Rasheeda?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to squeeze it in on this morning. You know, I know you got it going on, and I'm actually right now sitting down looking at the I'm Bossy website. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, awesome.
You know what I'm saying? It's going down, because I'm married, my wife, she's very, trendy and she loves the fashion. So I said, let's check out some of the very affordable merchandise that you have on this website. Talk about some of the materials that you have and some of the fashion and I'm looking at the Poise Cosmetics. Talk about how that came to be, from the entrepreneurial standpoint, transcending from going from, hip hop artist to, now, the reality star, but also having, the business mind and creating this website for the ladies.
Right. Well, actually, I'm a girl at heart and always loved, fashion and especially accessories. I feel like they can complete an outfit. So in 2011, I decided to stop talking about wanting to have a website and wanting to, have accessories available for people. And so, let me put this in motion. So I started on Bossy.com, which initially started off as just, like earrings and bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that. And just over time, I've just been able to expand the website into a whole lot more, which is, adding the clothes and the shoes and, sunglasses and hats and all kind of other items to the side. And it's just something that I had always wanted to do and finally put it in motion. And I'm so glad that I did, because it's become like, really, really popular. And it's such a blessing to have a website that, first of all, you can make money every day.
Right.
But
right. That's great.
that people love to come to for, the hot fashion trends and stuff like that. And after having that for a while and, once again, just loving makeup and all things women and products and stuff, I decided to start my own cosmetic line. I had a few people coming at me with, wanting me to maybe be the face of a certain products and different things like that. And my mind just started clicking like, hold up, how about I start my own cosmetic line and develop my own thing?
Right.
And that came about a year ago.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where the birth of Poise Cosmetics started.
Yeah, that's what's up. And not only, with the women's fashion and the cosmetics, you also have a section where you got your music on there. And I think that's a great way to, kind of parlay your music into people's hands as well while they're on the site shopping for fashion or, another way to beautify themselves. They can also take some music home with them.
Exactly. And my main thing was to have everything accessible to, from fans to people who are, who just may know Rasheeda from television, or for people who may not know me, but, heard about my website, but, would be able to get to know me even better, So I felt like, I wanted to develop like my own little mini department store.
Right.
Online.
Definitely.
Yep.
And I see you have the size charts and whatnot for women of all sizes. So that's great that you're incorporating everyone, because and that's hip hop. It brings in everyone. It transcends racial lines. It transcends color and all of that. So that's great. I really appreciate. I really support you on that. Now, since we are on like kind of a time crunch, I have it all mapped out to. I wanted to talk about Rasheeda from the Cappers all the way up to Kirk getting his motorcycle ran over, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
So you have a very interesting, to me, a very interesting run as far as being a DJ. I play your music, you know what I'm saying? I got, from Legs to the Roof. I just, I love the video. It's very sensual and sexy and all of that. But talk about and I also saw you on the Message, documentary where you talked about your inspirations. Yeah. Talk about that as far as the hip hop side. We know the reality star side and whatnot, but talk about the musical Rasheeda and how she got into the game and how that's moves you to where you are now.
Right. And it all does work hand in hand. I originally just, was a young girl who just loved music and doing talent shows, entertaining. I was a real active kid, and just music, though, it's just from the old school hip hop that I used to listen to. It really just would always take me to another place. I always felt like all the old school MCs was always telling a story, and music made you feel good and make you think about certain situations in your life and times in your life, and certain songs you remember even your mama them playing, and you visualize them dancing and smiling and having a good time. And when I would feel that feeling and see the reaction from people just being young, I always say, you know what, that's what I want to do. I want to make people feel good. I want to make people remember certain times in their life, and my music, be the reason for that. And that's really kind of what just really made me thank you doing music, because I saw how it just bridged people together and bridged things together. But just having that love, starting off in a 3-girl rap group called the Capers, we were just some little young girls wanting to do our thing, and that was like my initial jump start into the game. And after being in the Capers for several years and all of us deciding to go our separate ways, I decided to continue to move forward and do a solo project. And that was my first album came out in 2001, and it was called my first single was called Do It, which went down as a crunk classic, and just continued to propel on from there.
Right. And now you're 6 albums deep. You got a host of mixtapes and DVDs and the whole thing. And so really quickly, how do you manage to balance everything? Because you know how they used to say back in the days, like a Jamaican wearing all these different hats and you're doing this and that. You're a mother, you're a hip hop artist, you're a businesswoman, and reality TV star and all of this. How do you keep your sanity as far as everything that you're dealing with on a day-to-day basis?
You know what? I just stay focused on. I have goals that I try to set, and I work hard towards them. And I just try to stay focused, keep good people around me. And a person can't do everything themselves, so you need a nice team with you, a nice support system. And you just have to stay focused, because nowadays it's all about people throwing shade and trying to knock people off of their hustle and grind, and don't want to see people persevere a lot of times. And you have to just weave through those type of things, stay focused, go after what you want. A lot of times people give up on things, and it takes patience and it takes time to accomplish goals and dreams. And I always just say, stay focused and do what you believe in. Keep it real from your heart, and you'll be able to accomplish what you want to do. And it takes a lot of work, but at the end of the day, it can be done.
Right. And through what I've seen that you've been doing over the last 14, 15 years, you are absolutely living the words that you're speaking. And right before we wrap this up, Jamila from Baltimore asks, she says that Rasheeda is too good for that old trifling Kirk. She could be a good
Lord.
wife to someone else who doesn't always cross the never return line, he's like she's saying he's always crossing the do not return line. So how do you respond to those across the nation really quickly who have that type of reaction to you and your husband, who you guys do your thing, you guys are strong, you guys stand up for each other, but as a nation, how do you respond to that type of quote?
Well, first of all, everybody has, their own opinion. And, when you put your relationship and your life out to the public, you damn sure better believe everybody going to have something to say, good or bad. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's my battle and it's my life. And I live it and go in my own direction. And I feel like, life is not full of perfect people and perfect situations. I don't know of that. I only know of, you have ups and downs and things that happen in relationships and life. And, with me and my husband, our marriage is our situation regardless. And I've made mistakes, he's made mistakes, and things happen. And if I can live with it and my choice is to be with my husband, I'm going to be with my husband. And that's just what it is. Like,
that's right.
Ain't nothing else around. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, I know you're moving. Once again, thank you for stopping through the 360 Mix Show, the 360 Neighborhood. We support you. Atlanta, of course, got your back. This is your hometown, and we tuning in and we support you and Kirk and the whole posse. So once again, 360 Mix Show. This has been DJ 360 with the hometown classic hero Rasheeda, loving hip hop Atlanta zone.